Kumna United Reformed Church and people from Scotland, because they have assisted us with finances. And I just want to say that may the Lord richly bless them. And what we can ask as at now, we are asking for finances to build the lab, because we don't have any lab here.
My name is Mr. Walia Preacher. I'm a science teacher here at Documentary Community School. I teach sciences in different subjects, and the only difficult thing that I've experienced in my teaching of science in this school is the non-existence of science laboratories, and I would like the helpers to help us with the provision of 3 science laboratories, which will help in the delivery of my teaching to the community. There's need for them to have the knowledge of applied science, and the non-existence of laboratories has made it difficult to produce good and reputable students that can go in society and apply the science knowledge that we teach them in schools. So I'd like our helpers once again to help us with science laboratories, and it will finish everything that the school requires to deliver good services to the impoverished community where the school is located.
One of the other things that we did came to our help is the buying of a plot. Smile International, that had visited the school in 2007 February, sent to the school £16,000, which was 100 million kwacha at that time. And this money helped us to build a new school in a new plot. Because the plot was a very small one, it was just 12 by 25 meters, we managed to build 4 classrooms. And we call this part of the school the junior school. And the parents were very, very grateful for this. And then God has given us the next plot and the plot after that. So in the second plot, from 2008, we started to raise money to build 8 new classroom space. The children came and prayed over the foundation, and we believed God to provide the money to build this double-story building. And we so very happy that in 2010, by I would say April 2010, we had already finished the double-story building. It was commissioned by the Ministry of Education, and it was dedicated to God on the 10th of April. And so we now have altogether 14 classrooms that we use at the moment, which has improved the lives of the teachers who work in the school and also of the children that learn here, because these are proper classrooms, proper windows, ventilation is better, and we now have flush toilets rather than pit latrines, which were what we were using before, which were very dangerous. So the atmosphere of the school is much, much, much healthier. And we are very, very grateful for people who helped us to build the school. We had to borrow 240 from CEEC, which is the Citizens Commission, Empowerment Commission, that lent us 240,000, which wasn't enough. We had a lot of help from other sources. Mr. and Mrs. Malcolm Townsend, as a family, donated £20,000 towards this building. We've had a lot of help from Kumna United Reformed Church, who have sent money towards this building, I think over £50,000. And also the Church of Scotland in Skye, they have also been a great help to us. They have sent money every term towards the building and towards the feeding and also administration. And recently, we had help also from the church in Sydney, Australia, where my last born son lives and works. He brought 2 pastors from his church and 26 young people who brought books, they brought guitars, they brought sports gear, they brought sports games and stuff, and they were working in the school for 2 weeks. It was such a pleasure to have them. But they also adopted 12 children and sponsored them for 12 orphans. The school has actually got 175 orphans. We have a problem when these children who come to school free of charge have to leave after grade 9, because in government schools in grade 10 they have to pay fees for up to 1,500 in fees and books. And so, fortunately for us, a few of them have been sponsored. 3 people have come on board for this, and it's been a great help for the past 3 years. We have the Friends of Hope and Faith in Sky, who have adopted 14 children in grade 11 this year, some are in grade 12, some are in grade 10 this year. And then we have Zambia Orphans of AIDS that came on to our aid in 2011. They sponsored, that year they sponsored 14 children, and last year they sponsored 10. And last January they sponsored 10. So altogether 24 orphans are being paid for by this organization. We also have a German family that has sponsored 10 children in both primary and also senior secondary.
Even though the school lacks proper sports grounds, it takes sports very seriously. Pupils compete in football, basketball, and netball. The Parents Open Day is done every end of the term to create understanding of each pupil's progress by parents. This is to create liaison between parents and the school.
We also want to give thanks to pastors Dave and Connie from USA, who very regularly bring boxes of rice, which adds to our feeding program. We are very grateful for these people. We also had help from Zambia Barclays Premier Banking. They also sent cement, they sent doors for the new building, and also they sent us some roofing sheets and food stuff. We've had Bank of Zambia that gave us some science and maths books as well. So we are very, very grateful for all these people that God Himself has raised to help us in developing this school. And I believe that this school is going very far away. The community has insisted that we start a senior secondary school so that the children continue to be well looked after. We have noticed that when the children go into these government schools, they become thin. Their performance becomes low as a result of not being able to have a proper meal in the day. They go without food to school and they stay at school until afternoon. And so their performance has gone down. Also, they are not closely supervised. And so we have seen that their reports are very, very poor in grade 10 and 11 compared to the academic standard they were used to, or even the results of their grade 9 was so much higher. And so the parents here said we must start a senior secondary school in this community. And so last year we started grade 10. So this year we have grade 10 and grade 11. It's a small number and we are struggling. And the biggest problem we have is that we don't have science labs. And so we are appealing to our helpers, appealing to whoever can help us to build 3 science labs, one for biology, physics, and chemistry. We have been told by the Minister of Education that unless we have science labs, we will not continue to have senior secondary.
Now, when we look at a magnet has got 2 poles. One is called the North Pole and the other one? The South Pole.
Rewards Day is done to encourage pupils and reward those that have improved.
The first position in this month's reward is
Ivan Ganganja. Mwanza Samson.
Samson Mwanza. Wow! Well done, Samson. Well done. Keep it up.
Brian Susu.
With the help of the community and donors, Hope and Faith Community School wishes to improve its infrastructure in order to better serve the community of Ngombe. The school is truly providing education for Africa's tomorrow.